There are about 7.1 billion people in the world. Of them, maybe 1% live perfect lives. But some are not so lucky. This individual, Miss Menon, happens to be one of these unlucky people. Her battle began in 1997 when she was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer.
I was already on stage 2 breast cancer. It was quite a shock for me with 2 children who are very young, 7 and 6, to know about cancer. When you hear the word cancer, it's very scary. It's that experience, it's very difficult to explain what one person goes through. So the first thing that I did was to read and get information about the illness. So went on the internet and read quite a few articles about the breast cancer and what to expect and what are the stages and how do they differentiate the first stage and second stage and all that, and then to go from there. Then I had to go further to see the doctor to find out about the margin, and that's when they were really able to stage the cancer. So I went for that, and then went for the mastectomy, and then decided to go for the doctor said 1 cycle of chemotherapy, 4 cycles of chemotherapy the first time around, and this was in 1997.
There's no doubt that sometimes life throws us a bullet, or even an arsenal of bullets. And even though those close to us try to help, it's not always enough.
In 2008, I went to see my parents in India, so I was visiting them, and after I reached India, I was very, very sick. I could not, I couldn't walk, I couldn't use the restroom, and it was very, very hard. Then the next day, I went and saw the doctor, and then they asked me to go for a bone scan, and then they found out that it is metastasized in the bone. So now it is stage 4 breast cancer, but I had to cut short my trip and then come back within about less than a week. I was back in the US. And then I went back and I actually sent all the reports to my doctor whom I was seeing before, and then I went back to him to get the second follow-up checkup with him when I was diagnosed the second time around. So in 1997 I was diagnosed. In 1999 I went back to school and took a teacher's training in Montessori education. So I completed my course in 2000 and became a teacher in 2000, started working as a Montessori teacher. So my focus now changed to the teaching, and I'm very passionate about teaching, and I teach the children ages between 3 and 6. That's my training, and now I run a Montessori program from home. So my parents came from India to help me out, so they were here with me, and it was very, very hard to go through the treatment because I knew I was going to lose all my hair, but I didn't know I was going to lose my the total hair in the body, like eyebrows and eyelashes and The fingernails were going to turn black. I don't know anything about it. So that was a totally different experience altogether. So, but the focus changed a little bit because my parents kept on telling me, you need to go back to your painting and focus on something else to keep you going. So then I started painting pictures. That was the painting that I did when I was diagnosed with cancer. So I went back to my oil painting. So I started a little bit of that, and then listening to bhajans and music, and again a lot of reading. Those are the things that kept me going. It was very hard for their family to go through the whole illness, so we barely had a chance to talk about it, but it was very hard for the children because they were very young, but we managed to keep them busy also.
Cancer. As of 2013, about 1,660,290 new cases were expected to be diagnosed. 580,350 of these cases were expected to end in death.
Cancer is an illness where the cells don't get the message that they should stop growing. Because the cells don't know that they should stop growing, the treatments are all focused on trying to kill quickly growing cells.
There are two types of people in the world. Those that give up after one boulder in their path, and those that keep fighting, boulder after boulder. But what is life even worth if you don't keep fighting?
So how I found out about the breast cancer was I always used to do the self-exam, and felt a lump on the left side, on the right side. So went and did it a couple of times when I was taking a shower with the self-exam and felt it. Then I checked with my primary care doctor. So he sent me for ultrasound followed by a mammogram, and everything came back saying it's just a mass. And then I had to go for a surgical biopsy. That's when they found out it was breast cancer. It was very shocking to hear the word cancer. You don't know what to expect and what are the prognosis, and especially when you're already told that you are stage 2 breast cancer. So that was kind of a shocking for me. But then I diverted my focus on how to get better and how my treatment is going to go, and so that was my focus. I had to completely change my attitude to go into a different mode to fight this illness. I don't think when I look back about the cancer, if I had done anything differently to avoid the situation, I don't think so. I was eating well and doing everything I was supposed to do, a little bit of exercise and eating well. All that was my routine, but I didn't have a clue on why I got this illness and whether I could do it differently. I don't think I would have done anything differently. I just had to go with whatever has come my way, and I think the best thing I can think of is the faith in God and the family support and the parents support are the things that kept me going. And I don't think I can do it any other way, even the second time around too. So I think that's the focus, basically, being with the family and lots of prayers, whether it is something that you are handling with the cancer or whether anything else. I think God has certain plans for you, and you just have to hope that the best is yet to come. So that's what my belief is.
So yes, life can throw bullet after bullet, but you can always keep fighting. Keep jumping, boulder after boulder. Your life is only what you make of it, and if that's moping around, then that's what you've decided. For Ms. Menon, cancer wasn't going to stop her from doing the things that she loves, from teaching and running her own Montessori to embracing her passion for art. She has turned what is the second most common cause of death into a motivation.